If you're in your first 5 years of business, you don't have a time problem, you've got a focus problem. Because right now, it probably feels like you're flat out but not getting ahead, your team keeps dropping the ball, cash flows out faster than it comes in, and your plan is basically whatever fire is burning today. And here's the frustrating bit. You're working hard. You're showing up, you're trying. But effort doesn't always guarantee results. Direction does. This is Phil Badura. Today I'm walking you through the 7 most common mistakes business builders make in their first 5 years. And more importantly, what to do instead so that you can build a business that runs smoother, grows stronger, and stops relying on you for everything. Let me normalize something. Growing pains are real. The first 5 years are when you're learning how to move from operator to owner, chaos to control, and doing everything to leading a team to deliver results. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they build the business on talent and hustle instead of systems and leadership. Remember this, systems create consistency, people create results. If you don't intentionally build both, you'll keep cycling through the same problems. Here we go. Mistake number 1. No clear direction, vision targets, and a real plan. The first mistake is running the business without a clear destination. If I asked you, where do you want the business to be in 12 months? Or what revenue, profit and cash and targets? Or what does winning look like for your team? If the answer is, bigger, you're not alone, but you are at risk. What it looks like in real life, everyone is busy, but priorities change daily. Projects start, they stop, they start again. And you make decisions based on pressure, not purpose. A client example. I work with a regional trades business, great reputation, heaps of demand, but the owner felt like he was drowning. Every week was reactive. So we built a simple 12-month plan and then broke it into 90-day priorities. Within weeks, the team stopped guessing and the owner stopped carrying every decision. The fix, there's 3 steps. Step 1 was to set a clear 12-month target. Revenue, profit, cash and capacity. Step 2 was to choose 3 priorities per 90 days. Not 4 or 12 or 20. And step 3 then was to create some weekly rhythm. Review priorities, what were the blockers, and what are the numbers telling us. Mistake number 2 is trying to do everything yourself and calling it standards. The second mistake, the owner becomes the bottleneck. You're the estimator, the problem solver, the HR department, the bookkeeper, the quality checker, and somehow you're also meant to be the leader. You tell yourself, I'll do it faster if I do it. Truth is, it's only faster today. It's deadly long term. What it creates is team dependency. That means they depend on you to be making the decisions. It also leads to slower decisions, so decisions not being made quick enough. There'll be constant interruptions, the team interrupting you, taking away your focus on what you're working on. And you won't be able to take the time off without chaos taking place. So, Another client example here was a small manufacturing business I coached had the owner approving every job and every purchase. We introduced a delegation map. What only the owner can do, what a manager could do, and what the team can do with guidelines. Just that one thing, in 30 days, the owner got back 10 to 15 hours per week. The fix? Step 1, write your only I can do list, and it should be very short. Step 2 is assign ownership. Who owns what outcome? And then 3, build decision rules. If X happens, do Y. Mistake number 3, weak cash flow habits, profit on paper, panic in the bank. Third mistake, confusing revenue with money in the bank. A business can be busy and still be broke. If your cash flow is tight, you feel it everywhere. Stress at home, pressure at work, panic decisions, underpaying yourself, and delaying tax, suppliers, or wages. A client example here, a logistics SME I supported had solid turnover, but inconsistent invoicing and no follow-up system. We tightened the invoicing rhythm, set a weekly accounts receivable routine, and put clear terms in writing. Cash flow improved without chasing more sales. So the fix, step 1 was weekly money rhythm, cash in, cash out, and what the runway looked like. Step 2 was tighten receivables, invoice same day, follow-up schedule, and having clear terms with your customers. And then step 3 was know your numbers, your gross margin, your labour percent, overhead percent, and what the break-even point is in the business. Mistake number 4, hiring too fast, hiring the wrong fit, or avoiding leadership conversations. Mistake number 4, hoping people will just get it. Early stage businesses often hire based on urgency, not fit, or they keep the wrong person because replacing them feels hard. But here's the cost: missed deadlines, too much rework, customer complaints occurring, a toxic culture is evolving or developing, and you spend your day cleaning up the mess. Another client example here was a service business had good people but no clarity. Everyone was frustrated, so we implemented a role scorecards, what good looks like in each role, weekly one-to-ones with the owner, and simple accountability tracking. The team didn't need motivation, they needed clarity. So the fix, hire us to a scorecard, attitude, skills and standards. Set expectations early. Step 2, set expectations early. Here's how we do it. And then step 3 is lead weekly one-to-one meetings with each of the key team members, plus feedback, plus recognition. Mistake number 5, no documented systems, everyone doing it their own way. This one's huge. If your business relies on tribal knowledge, just ask Dave, you don't have a business. You've got a collection of habits. When systems are missing, you get inconsistent quality, constant mistakes, training seems to take forever, and customers experience a hit and miss. A client example here is I work with an electrical business where jobs were profitable, sometimes. The difference wasn't effort, it was process. So we mapped the job from lead to quote to schedule to delivery to invoicing and then finally to follow up. That single system lifted consistency and reduced rework massively. The fix: start with your top 3 processes that are causing you pain, usually quoting, scheduling and handover. Step 2 is document the best way on 1 page. Don't make a novel out of it. And step 3 is train, audit and then improve weekly. Say it with me. Systems create consistency, people create results. And you need both. Mistake number 6, inconsistent marketing and sales. Feast or famine. Mistake 6, treating marketing like a tap you turn on only when you're desperate. Then when you're busy, so stop marketing, then work dries up, then you panic and discount, then you repeat. That's not growth, that's survival mode. Client example here is a business I coached relied heavily on referrals. Great until the referrals slowed. We created a simple weekly pipeline rhythm: outreach, follow-ups, content and referral asks. Within a quarter, the pipeline stabilised and the owner stopped living in fear of next month. So the fix: step 1, pick 2 to 3 lead sources you can do consistently. Step 2, create a weekly rhythm: leads generated, follow-ups, quote sent and conversion. And then step 3 is systematise the referrals: ask, track and then reward. Mistake number 7, no cadence of accountability. No scorecard, no rhythm. The 7th mistake is the quiet killer: no rhythm. No weekly meeting cadence, no scorecard, no accountability. So things drift, standards slip, people assume and problems grow. And the key here is that it's lacking communication. If you want a business that scales and need a cadence, a weekly leadership meeting, team huddles, numbers review, priorities tracked and issues solved, not ignored. So a client example here was a business owner told me, we meet all the time, but meetings were random, emotional and unstructured. We introduced a simple agenda. What were the wins? What were the numbers? What are the priorities? What were the issues? And then deciding what the actions were to be taken and who was responsible. Within weeks, people stopped blaming and started owning the outcomes. So the fix: step 1, weekly meeting rhythm with a fixed agenda. Step 2, have a scorecard, 5 to 10 key numbers that predict success. And step 3, clear action: who does what by when. The focus, attention and energy reset. What to do from here. If you're in the first 5 years or still operating like you are, here's where your focus, attention and energy must go. Number 1 is direction, having clear targets and 90-day priorities. Number 2 is a cash discipline, weekly money rhythm. Remember, cash is king. Number 3 is people leadership. Outline your expectations, provide feedback and hold people accountable. Number 4 is systems. Document the critical processes. And 5 is the cadence, centered around meetings, scorecards and follow through. Stop asking, what do I need to do today? And start asking, what must we build so this stops depending on me? If any of these 7 mistakes hit a little too close to home, here's the good news: they're fixable. Not with motivation, but with structure. And that's what I help business owners do: move from chaos to control, build stronger teams, improve cash flow, and create a business that can grow without burning you out. If you want help diagnosing where you're stuck, book a strategy session with me. Head to our businesssteps.actioncoach.com or .au website and let's map out the next 90 days properly. Because you didn't start your business to feel trapped inside it, you started it for freedom. And with the right systems and leadership, you can earn that freedom. This is Phil Bajura, turning business dreams into reality. And remember, systems create consistency, people create results.